Welcome all you Capricorns to your weekly energy update. We're going to be looking at the week of May 22nd to May 29th, though these are timeless. So if you are coming across this video outside of that time frame, I'd still trust your intuition and watch the video because I'm sure there are messages for you. If you are watching it during this week, I do have the June monthlies coming out throughout the week, so if you don't want to miss out on those, you can subscribe to the channel, and if you do that, then you'll be notified as soon as they are available. But for this week, we're going to be looking at into the Wild Unknown. We're starting off with the archetype cards from the Wild Unknown series and see what the creator wants all of you Capricorns to know about the energy for this week. So for our Capricorns, what would you like them to know, please? Okay, so it's going to be this one right here. And you have the Eternal Child, and that is card number 4. And I'm just going to read from the little book here on this one. See what energy comes in here. So the Eternal Child. This, of course, is the inner child, and it's the child of joy. The eternal child is connected to the timeless, ageless, and infinite aspects of life. It is radiant and fearless and seeks joy above all else and at any cost. It struggles being bound to an aging body with physical limitations in a world that demands attention to detail and logistics. Capricorn, of course, we love that. The eternal child wants to nix all roles and responsibilities and go beyond what others say is possible. It wants to return with plenty of friends to the land of the free, where divine wine and creativity pour from the earth and sky. We all want to sip from the well of eternal youth, and this makes the eternal child naturally popular, perhaps even famous. The eternal child glimmers. It reminds us of what is possible, what is magical about this precious life. And when we're in the light side of this energy, we are joyful, we're playful, we accept all, it's magical. But when we're in the darker energies, we can feel addicted, selfish, adrift, and burnt out. So that's the energy that we're looking at here. We're also going to pull from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck and to see what spirit animal is bringing in some energy with this. So it's that balancing out of this energy of the eternal child, that we want to seek joy, 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 which is our natural state. And I kind of feel like the message that's coming in with this is there's a difference between joy and happy. Joy is this connecting to this like spirit child that we actually are. Joy is our essence back on the other side. We're joyful for no reason at all. It's just joy. We just have this beautiful, joyful energy that just pours out of us. It's the brightness, right? But happiness comes, and that's like the human side of us, where we're told that when this and this and this and this happens, then I can be happy. It's like there's requirements around happiness. You know, you can't be happy for no reason at all. These things have to happen to be happy. So that's like this kind of change, this energy that is being made known to you during this week. Let's see what animal is bringing in a message as well here. Okay, it's that one right here. And you've got the earthworm. Beautiful card there. Love all these rainbowy colors in here. And let's see what the earthworm brings in for you here. Sorry, these are not in alphabetical order, so I saw it there. Yeah. So the earthworm is shy, it's hesitant, it's reluctant to share its inner vision. We all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. And the earthworm indicates a newbie or a novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. So this card is a reminder not to be intimidated or to lose hope. Mastery takes time, and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it, a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. Because when you're in balance with this energy, you're earnest, you're intelligent, you're valuable. When you're out of balance with this energy, you're self-conscious and apprehensive. So to bring this energy into balance, it's speaking up, risk embarrassment. So it's interesting. So there's this, like I said, the energy of having all these expectations of all these things you have to do for happiness, and realizing that there's another side of it, that there's just this joyfulness for the sake of being joyful. And then this earthworm comes in where it's like you have had this, I want to say this hesitancy, this fear of speaking up about these roles that you feel you're being pressured into doing in order to be happy, because you just have this ability to be joyful inside. And let me clarify that. We are going to clarify here with some cards here in a moment, but it's like they're showing me like, in order for you to be happy, you have to have this car and this home and this job, working this many hours, and then you're working like 60 hours a week to pay for all this stuff that you really could care less about, but you feel like in order to be happy, I'm supposed to live this dream, right? But this joyfulness that's coming inside, this is a transformation that and you're afraid to speak up to those involved, and maybe you have a partner, or maybe it's your family and friends. You're afraid to say, you know what, I don't want to do this. And they're like, are you crazy? You're going to leave that, 6-figure job because you want to have this joy, but you're not going to be happy. And you're like, I don't think I'm going to be happy if I keep doing this, because I feel like I'm having a nervous breakdown, right? And so there's this change. Like I said, we're going to get more information here, and we're going to look into the Wild Unknown Tarot and see what Spirit and the Creator wants you to know about this situation. All right, so for our Capricorns, what else do you want them to know? Okay. Nope, they said none of those. Okay, and that one there. So this one goes here, here, and here. And then where these are from the Spirit and the Creator, we're also going to pull from the Black Tarot to get information from your shadow. And now your shadow it's a part of you, it's a part of yourself. And it's like a tour guide helping you throughout this human adventure. It is like a tour guide at, like say Disney World or like Universal Studios. They understand what's going on behind the scenes. They understand what's going on beneath the surface. And so this information will be understanding, why is this coming up for you in this life? What information does it want to bring for you for this situation here? So for our Capricorns, what do you want them to know? Okay. What else? Okay. So these are the ones I would assume. You got this one here, and you actually have two for right here. All right, so let's dive in. And you've got the Hermit here, and this makes sense because the Hermit is all about going on this inner search for your wisdom, and here's your higher self. It's the lantern that helps you on your inner path and understanding. So this is this kind of pulling back, doing this inner reflection to understand what it is you truly want out of your life, so that like the happy stuff we were talking about, it's like, that doesn't feel right for you. And this is about you doing this inner deep dive to understand what it is you really want out of your life. And you have the Death card. Yeah. So this is death and rebirth. So you definitely are ready to end the old ways of doing things to move into this new way. And you're totally okay with it. This isn't a scary card for you. This is like, you're like, you know what? I'm ready to make that jump. I do want to make that leap. And the earthworm, when you cut an earthworm in half, they both grow. And so if you're fearing that it might be the end of a relationship of some sort, just know that it will be for the benefit of both of you, for both of your growth. So if there's a partnership that you're wanting to make a change in, and if the change you want to make actually ends up meaning you go separate ways, just know that you're going to not feel empty. You're going to feel whole through the process. Interesting. And then you have the Eight of Cups. Yeah. Cups are your emotions, and this is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups, still your emotions, but the Seven of Cups is this awareness. You can see how like this would be like free flowing. If it was the Six of Cups, it's like there's this free flowing energy, this emotional energy, but the Seven of Cups means something is being brought into the mix that is making you, it's like blocking your emotional flow. It's not allowing happiness to flow. And so that's what this is really all about, right? You're not feeling happy. You feel like happiness will never come because there's constantly something changing, something be added. They're showing me, like a donkey with, the stick and the carrot, that whole carrot and the stick thing, right? And this carrot has been out there for so long, and you feel you've never gotten it. It's like this old ratty, moldy carrot now. And you're like, that's not going to make me happy. And you're ready to really look into what it is that you really are wanting, in your life, what really will make you have this joyfulness that, is inside. It's like you had these dreams, but you were told, like, how children are like, I want to be an astronaut. And then like, oh, honey, later, let's pick something more reasonable. And it's like, but that's your dream, right? And it's like returning to the dream that you had, that brings you that joy like you had as a child, like, oh, I want to do this adventure. It's like getting back to that because you feel like you don't feel that now. Let's see what your shadow has to say here. Yeah. Because they have you in the search of this ultimate fulfillment, this ultimate emotional. And so this is this under your subconscious, you have this lack of joy. And it's like whenever you're fearing something, like this is what you want, and there's ugly feelings of not having what you want, right? But you have this fear, right, of what will happen. What if this ends? What will it mean? Blah, blah, blah. And when your fears outweigh the ugly feeling of not having it, then you don't make movement, you don't make change. But when the ugly feeling of not being, living your dream or, having whatever situation outweighs the fears, that's when you take action. And I feel like that's what's going on here, because this joy that this represents is like, oh my gosh, this is what I want. And it's finally outweighed the fears. And so you're at this point, you're ready to make this leap. You're ready to make this change in your life. Yeah. Because you have the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups, again, cups are your emotions, right? And the Two of Cups represents this awareness that you have two places to choose from. One is from the fear of, being, the fear of losing conditional love, like we were talking about. The fears of all these things that you're supposed to do and should do and blah, 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 blah. But you are, you can choose the emotion based on the human side or from that higher self, from the place of unconditional love and living your dreams. And so you have this, 2 cups you can drink from, and this one is the one popular opinion says to drink from, so we do, and it just makes us more thirsty. But the other cup is the Ace of Cups. It's full of the unconditional love of the creator of all things. And when we connect to that, and we go on this inner search, then it's when we understand what we truly are wanting out of life, and how do we uniquely want to express that unconditional love to the world. How do you want to express yourself to the world? And then you have Temperance. Yep, some more balancing coming in here. The balancing, again, like the 2 of Cups, it's the balancing of the outer world and the inner world. That outside of us that's disappointing and unstable and temporary, and that which we find within, which is eternal and stable and bright and full and whole. And so the Temperance is this balancing, this ebb and flow between the two. And it's great because you don't always have to choose, like this is the perfect choice, the one, the Ace of Cups of the spiritual world and the higher world. That's the one you should pick all the time. No, we come here to experience all the emotions. It just gives you this freedom to know that there's more than one choice that you can make it from, and it's this balancing out of them. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It can be this beautiful ebb and flow like the tides on the earth, right? And then you have the Ace of Swords, and you have the 8 of Spheres, which would be the 8 of Pentacles. And this is great because the swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, and your attitudes, and here you're given the Ace as a gift. This allows you to connect to the capital T truths of the higher world and also cut away the small t truths of the human world, which is all those beliefs, those expectations, the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, the musts, all those expectations based on those popular opinions of the outside world, which allows you to move to a new level. Because the 8 of Pentacles, this is like being an apprentice. Like you've been apprentice for a long time. You've been doing the work, mastering your skill, getting better and better and better at it, and developing all this. So you've been doing the work and fine-tuning your skills. And the 8 of Spheres, or the 8 of Pentacles, is like this announcement that you are ready to become the master. It's like you being an assistant manager for a couple years, and you've been doing all the work of a manager. You do it so well. You're very dependable. And then it's like you are now ready to become a manager. You're ready to become the master instead of the apprentice. So you are ready for this new step up to this new level, which totally fits into this new direction too, right? This rebirth, and to go into this place where you were trying to be happy, doing all these other things, and you're like holding back and moving to this next step, becoming, who you want to be, because you feel like it's wasted time. You feel like it's wasted effort. But everything you've gone through in this life up to this point has been preparing you for this new adventure, for this next step, for this rebirth that's coming here. So let that joy come in, because no matter what happens and what unfolds, you have the power to choose what it means for you. You are the one that gets to put the story around whatever situation unfolds in each moment. You are the one that gets to choose how you feel in each moment, right? With the choice of the 2 of Cups. So you get to choose this. You get to choose what anything means. So no matter what comes, you're the one that gets to decide. Everyone's going to have their opinion on the outside of, you shouldn't have done that. You should have done this. Blah, 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 blah. But you get to have this excitement of this inner child. You get to live this joy, right? Little child is like, I don't care what you guys say. I'm having fun doing what I want to do. Well, you're not making a castle. You're like, I don't want a castle. I was making a moat. Well, you have to have a castle, inside, to have a moat around it. No, I just like the moat. It's like whatever it is. I don't know why they gave me that example, but it's like it doesn't have to make sense to the rest of the world as long as it makes sense to you. Okay. I love this adventure coming up here for you. All right, Capricorns, I don't have anything else to add to that. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, like I mentioned, I do put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign as well, in addition to these weekly energy updates. May's, of course, have been out there already, the monthlies. June's are coming out this week, as I mentioned, and I also put out a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, that gives you access to this notification bell. When you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out. Also, doing those things helps spread the love and helps these videos get out to more people that can hear these messages. And it does help my channel grow in a very helpful way. Because when you like a video and you share a video, you comment on a video, and especially if you subscribe to a channel, the YouTube algorithm gets so excited it wants to share those videos of that channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I'm definitely grateful for that. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, beautiful Capricorns, as you're going through this amazing week, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.